Why, good day, you beautiful souls. I hope that you're having a great start to your Sunday. We're about to make it an even better one with the Serenity of Surrender. Now, last week, YouTube had some problems processing the audio after the live stream ended, so we're giving this one another go because the message is really juicy and it's incredibly important to master this aspect of surrender. Now, we're really accustomed to it because we do it every night when we go to sleep. Yet when it comes to life's changes, when it comes to the shifts that arise within our experience, there's always some tension that we can hold on to. And this practice today is intended for you to level up, to be able to master that. And really, I would say, enter into a new realm. For we are currently in a season of rapid shifts and changes. So we'll get to it. Once you get your last few wiggles out, get a nice little stretch in if you need to. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to smash that like. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And for those that are new, we always like to start meditations with 3 mighty Om chants. So every time you hear that tap of the singing bowl, we'll take a nice deep breath in. And with our exhale, we'll transmute that into the mighty and powerful divine chord, the Om. Just ensure that you lower your jaw, relax your mouth so that A note can resonate from the chest. And as you close your mouth, the U and the M will form naturally. We'll take a nice breath in together. And we'll release, sigh. And we'll begin. Approach this practice with love, so ensure you have a gentle smile on your face and your posture is upright but not too tense. Allow yourself to establish your position in this play as that witness, that silent observer of both the external world and the inner. And when you hear this final tap of the singing bowl, shift your attention to the sound of the bowl as it rings. And as it fades into silence, so too allow your attention to shift to the quiet, the calm, the space in between these words, and the silence in between thought. There has always been a peace when we let go. That relaxation from contraction. Whether it be removing the hand from something hot, or laying our heads when we go to sleep. There's an ease. There is a yearning for such rest. But when it comes to our life, there are many moments filled with tension when letting go seems to be the most difficult. And there is nothing more important than mastering this ability to drop everything, to surrender to whatever is arising from within, to surrender from our assumptions, to allow the past to be the past and to step forward into the future with grace. When we ultimately recognize that this is an act of love, we can step deeper into what we were intended to be. We can fully transcend and transmute. So look within your experience now, and what is it that life, that God, has been inviting you to let go of? Yes, oh yes, hear me now. To all my children, that this message of surrender and the peace, the serenity, the tranquility that arises from it is also my gift to each and every one of you. Just as crustaceans go through that hardening, they have to molt first. The many subtleties are all around you. Plants cannot grow in too tight of a pot. The roots break through, or the plant may shrivel up and die. There's always an aspect of pushing through. One can call it breaking through, to rise, to ascend. And albeit your bodies are different than that of nature around you, your process of growth is the same. Come to see yourself as energetic beings, and this all makes sense. Whenever you are ready to enter into a new state, a new vibration, a higher frequency, you will always be met with tension. For it is that bursting through, that breaking through the bubble, the field in which you are accustomed to, and then you enter into a new. And this is my invitation to you. Let go of whatever you think is holding you back, whatever you think you must do, and learn to listen to my guidance, to my grace. For life has been crafted to be simple, efficient, has all its divine design. But where are you yourself getting in your own way? I teach in lessons and cycles, and if yours are repeating, they will only grow more intense until that shell is finally cracked. But know not, when you do, you will become anew. You will rise and be reborn. You will not be broken and left aside. All of you, my children, are constantly going through this refining fire, stripping away the false, the conditioned, the learned behaviors. But know that you have already been masters of this letting go, for you each reside within me every time you lay your head for sleep. So ultimately, what arises through this process but love, yearning, It seems easy when it's something that you desire, but so often it appears difficult to the things we clutch onto of the past. But know that my blessings cannot reach your cups unless you pour out the old. Let me fill you up anew. As you have heard many times before from Sweet Pal's lips, that this is a game of giving and receiving love, and that is this path of development. Receive my love. That is the invitation from life. From when you grow, you receive new. You become replenished, restored, revitalized, rebirthed. This is your process of growth. This is your cycles of change. It is the ultimate act of giving love to yourself, and in turn, you receive my grace, my love, my appreciation, and my abundance. New opportunities, new experiences, new understandings, new ways to interact with this beautiful life in which I've created for all of you, my children. So again, look within your experience. What is it within your life that continues to repeat, that brings you pain, tension, chaos, confusion, separation? And know that if it has these lights, these aromas of existence, that is not what I intended for you. For all of you are beautifully made to radiate your light, to gift your gifts. My very nature and essence is an abundance of love, overflowing joy, childlike bliss. So what's holding you back from the play in which I crafted for each and every one of you? Is it a past pain? Is it something that you haven't gotten over? Seek out the lessons in which I have gifted you to cultivate and craft, and you will be liberated from such pains and woes. One cannot purify the metal without stripping away the impurities. So when the words refining fire are spoken, take them to heart in this understanding. This is your process of getting a bigger pot, of cracking through an old shell. And always know that the comfort, the calm, that peace resides in me. It radiates from me, for I am all my children's peace. Come rest within my lap. Come sit within my presence. Allow me to wash away the wounds, the stains of this world. For that is my power, my invitation, my gift to each and every one of you, for I love you all so dearly. I seek nothing more than to have this type of relationship with you, because you were never intended to burden this experience alone. You are gifted free will out of love. But my highest aspiration is for each and every one of you to utilize it, to come home, to know that the way that I have designed and destined for you is far easier more effortless, more nourishing than anything that the confinement, the restrictions of the human mind can comprehend. You are the universe itself, yet when you are not in alignment with me, the Creator, you will never be in harmony with this dance of life. You go through this experience knowing that, yes, sometimes things are easier on your own, but many hands make light work. And mine is the greatest that will ease the burdens, for my yoke is light, as Yeshua said. But you must open up your heart. You can see this surrender as a breaking down and dropping away the walls that close off to me. And know that on the other side, it is a support, a strength, a gentleness that can never leave you. I move swiftly, and as you've heard say, your life will become cinematic. For I wrote the end from the beginning. And there is nothing outside of me that can be taken from you. When you fill up your cup with my love, I will forever be with you. All it takes is but presence. Your leap of faith is an act of trust. To let go of the certainties that are purely assumption, but they seem safe because it is what is known. But know, my child, for all of my children, you learn through the unknown, dancing into this great mystery. Only then do you discover. And that is the paradox of staying in these cycles, of ruminating and dwelling in your pains and sorrows. It may seemingly be comfortable. It may seemingly appear safe. But it are the shackles that keep you trapped, a victim to the body. So come to see the signs, the tensions that are playing within your flesh as those nudges of encouragement of my divine favor to lean into those invitations, to find your strength, to find your light. So now, take a breath in. Release it. This calm, this stillness, that silence in between thought. That is your hammer and chisel to break through anything you seek. For in that inner calm, my presence can be observed. The aroma of my being can permeate the room. And within that dilation, that relaxation can arise. Learn from the world around you. I point to these methods everywhere you look. In the plant and mineral and animal kingdoms in which you are intended to be shepherds over, to protect, to support, to guide, are teachers in their own right. And look no further than how you came into this world. Relaxation, letting go, release will always birth anew. And on the other side of that is everything you seek and more. Mm. Mm. So step deep into your own being. Call forth what needs to be let go. And as you look within it, learn, absorb the lessons, the information. And just as the breath comes and goes with your exhale, release it. For this is that same process that you experience when telling someone something that has been weighing on your soul. Instantly, the weight is removed. The heart feels lighter and more radiant. Again, my lessons for these works are all around you. Mm. Mm. When you hear the next tap of the singing bowl, we'll again take a nice deep breath in together. And with our exhale, release a mighty and powerful Om. We'll take a nice deep breath here together. Mm. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. Mm-mm-mm. That was juicy. Mm. It's beautiful. I love these little satsangs. New information always comes in, and never ceases to amaze me how Creator operates and the ability to have these new dots connected from things that are already known and been applied. And that's the beauty of life. It's like poetry. Every time you look at it, you always can gain something new from it. And that's the essence of this surrender component. Is every time we lean into what we think we are and we challenge that and we look at all the, I would say, the shortcomings, the tension points, the doubts, the hesitations, the fears, every time we look at something like that, we gain something new to be liberated from. And that aspect of the pot and the plant and crustaceans, and like I was thinking crabs when it was coming up, or like the imagery was coming up. And we always reach that point when life feels like it's getting like everything's just butting heads, nothing seems like it's aligning and fitting. That's the sign that we're ready to mold, that we're ready to break through. And the way that I always like to point to this is, when life is like a playground and we look at it in the sense of a big video game, we're all in the same map all the time, but just as you level up in games and things of this nature, you gain new access to the map. Different things open up, trails that you couldn't explore and adventures start to become available. And that's the same thing that happens in this world, is that, paradoxically, the more you learn, the more simple your life becomes. And the more that you have available to you to experience in that new iteration of yourself. And that to me is just beautiful poetry in motion right there. Yeah, if there are any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. It's wild to think that we're never too old to grow in this way. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about this surrender. We can always keep evolving, this never-ending great mystery. And it's important that we always keep that in mind, because that is a huge spiritual pitfall or trap, is that, we somehow become enlightened and we figured it out and we do all the things. It's like, no, that's not the purpose of this life. As long as you're living and you have breath, you can grow. Yeah. I feel like the meditation said everything I need to say. Just love seeing and being experienced and witnessed, and thanks for tapping in this morning. Oh, don't forget, give the video a like, and I love you. Thanks for dropping in. I hope that you were able to release something or gain some new nuggets to utilize in your experience. And with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment, for a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all whom ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within. I love you so much. Peace.